What's up, everybody? This is Austin, and we're chilling with DJ Fusion.
Madtown's 93.1 Jams, afternoons with DJ Fusion. Sitting down with an amazing artist today who's on a journey that is unlike any other. Austin, how you doing, bro?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good, man. So you've got a new single that's just sweeping the nation right now, Gradually. I'm loving this joint, man. I'm loving your vibe, and specifically like this definitely defines you. When I look at your catalog of your music and whatnot, like Gradually. This is a vibe, bro.
This is the, Gradually is it's like the baby of all my music coming together. Just like everything I've put in over the past like 4 years has kind of just like, come together into one little thing. I mean, I've really been trying to discover my sound over the past 4 years. And I feel like Gradually was the first time I was actually like, wow, this is it,
Wow. So you've only been doing music for 4 years?
I've been around music since I was just like, even before I can remember. My dad played drums, so he put me on like real early. And then, I thought I was going to be a drummer my entire life until sometime in high school, I picked up music production, started making beats and stuff, and then started writing and singing like 2016. So,
that's dope, man. That's super dope. So I wanted to ask then, I was looking at your social media and I saw one of your videos where you were, you dropped out of college and then moved to California. Do you make your own beats? You do your own production?
I would say like 85% of my catalog is like all my stuff. I mean, recently, especially since rent's so high out here, it's like collaborating. You better be working with people because there's not really any other point of being out here besides the weather. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I know most people that aren't in the music industry are like, hey, I got to work 3 jobs just to, have a not even that nice of a place to live.
Crazy. It's crazy.
It's super crazy. So, if you feel like letting go Gradually, viral hit, bro. Tell me about it. Like, let's talk about this.
Yeah. So Gradually was the first song that I wrote on the EP. And it is, it's all about watching someone walk out of your life over time. I kind of came to a little bit of a thought myself thinking, would I rather have someone leave, in the blink of an eye, or would you rather watch them go suddenly? Or gradually.
A little bit at a time.
Yeah, a little bit at a time. It's like, which one's more painful? And I still haven't really come to that conclusion yet, but I think the instant go-to would be like, all right, well, don't leave me instantly. Give me time to like process this and like go through this whole, process with you, and then we can talk it through. And like, part of it is just like holding on to something that's like not really there anymore. And it's just a sad realization. The rest of the EP kind of plays the story out and kind of gives you a real detailed, sketch of what it's about. But that's the intro. You're watching someone leave, and it's like, all right, where do you go from there?
Interesting. And I think ultimately that's why this is going so viral for you, because this, it's a very relatable topic. Whether you really want to let go and go gradually, or you want to instantaneously cut the ties. Like there's something about the vibe of this song like that instantly leads to tell you, like this is about making a decision here. Like it's a turning point in life.
Yeah, it's about hard conversations. First line of the song is sit down. Let's talk it out.
Right.
That's one of the hardest things to say to somebody, because I don't know, it's like getting a text from somebody saying we need to talk. It's like, oh no, here we go. Like,
you already know it's coming.
It's about to be serious. But no, just putting yourself in a position to be honest with yourself and then be honest with you. It's the hardest thing to do.
Man, so the video for Going Gradually is epic, man. I wanted to ask, what kind of car is that you got for the video shoot?
It's a Lincoln Continental.
A Lincoln Continental, bro. It's super classy, like with the suit and the tie and the champagne. Like you set it off, man. It definitely fits the vibe of everything else that you have going on.
I appreciate it.
All right, so let's talk about the You Almost There EP that's coming up March 25th here. The Gradually is the first song on that. So that's obviously the EP is going to be about a love story, essentially, right?
Yep. So, I'm glad you mentioned the car, because like I wanted to take the transportation theme with You're Almost There, and kind of play off of that. My last EP had a lot of like racing kind of nuance to it.
Okay.
And I grew up racing dirt bikes and stuff, so I wanted to bring all that back. And like my dad's really big into car racing, so I wanted to take that and then continue the transportation theme with this one. But I mean, basically, like I said earlier, gradually is a story of someone walking out of your life slowly. And then, I just put out a new single, Real. And
yes,
it's all about the bitterness afterwards. It's what immediately follows. And every one of my experiences, post relationship, you got to give yourself like 2 to 3 months before you even like try to even like really process what happened, because it's always going to be unbiased. It's always going to be,
it's true.
It's always going to be biased, because you're looking at it with like,
still emotionally tied.
Your head's just not clear. Yeah, you're still attached, and you can't look at it and really learn from the mistakes that maybe you made, they made, and you can't be honest with yourself in that situation. Your head's a little clouded from what happens. And a lot of the time, even in my experience, I can be honest with myself here and be like, I've experienced post-relationship where I'm like, were their intentions even real? What were they? And then, the EP will kind of follow down where you are able to step back and look back. And the title track, You're Almost There, is all about stepping back and looking at it with like, through a clear lens and completely just like third person looking at it, and you can analyze the mistakes and carry it on to the next relationship, because maybe it's not the relationship you're in now or the next one, but you're almost there. And it's all about the journey. It's not the destination. People are so focused on the destination.
I dig it, man. And I think your authenticity shows through, with your music and with your social media. I think that's why people are really grabbing onto you right now, because there's a lack of authenticity in a lot of the stuff that's kind of pummeling through top 40 radio and whatnot right now.
Yeah, I think, I just stay true to myself. I feel like that's all I really can do. If you're not genuine to yourself, then I don't know, it's tough. I like looking in the mirror. It's got to be tough if that's not the case. I can look at myself, and I can go through, my socials or just listen to my music and be like, I'm being honest, and this is truly who I am. And regardless of who's listening or whatever, I can just look at it and be like, this is a product that I'm happy with. No matter how many streams it has, I can sit here and listen to it and be proud of it. So
I think you should, man. I think you absolutely should. And I'm glad that I was going to ask if Real was part of the You Almost There EP, because I was listening to that today. And that's a really dope vibe too, man. So, my hat's off to you. The video for that, by the way, the strobe effect, like, wow, man, like your production crew, like salute, dude. Love that, Austin.
Those are two of my closest friends right there. It's a family thing for sure. We keep it close to the family.
Well, definitely keep doing that. That's a recipe that has worked itself out and is making some magic for you right now, Austin.
Amazing. Yeah, we're gonna keep it up. We got some more videos on the way too.
Dope. That's what's up, man. I have one other single I wanted to ask you about. Your 2018 song Flowers. I think that's a really dope song that, maybe right now, while you're getting a little extra attention with Gradually taking off and You Almost There EP, this is one that if you get down the rabbit hole, like this is a dope vibe.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's actually probably one of my first songs that I would really consider like helping and like launching me into like this new version of myself, and was a real game changer for me as an artist. So that was just a moment where I was like, man, this really can work. That was right after I dropped out of college. Dropped that song on Valentine's Day of 2018, and it just kind of took off.
Man, Austin, I appreciate your time today. I got one more question for you. I have a lot of independent artists and a lot of up-and-coming artists that listen to my show, and I was wondering if you have any advice that you could pass on to anybody that you maybe, if you had, when you came up, that would help you out.
Yeah, I think the number one thing that I really wish I knew was, don't really worry too much about the sound you're creating. It's more about your voice. As a singer, I was always wondering, like, man, is this beat right for me, or is like this production, like everything around my voice, is this the right direction? Like, and it's not really about that. I mean, to me, what makes your sound and what makes you is your voice. I could hop on a country beat and it's still gonna be an Austin song, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's something I really struggle with coming up, and I wish somebody could have told me that a little bit earlier, so figured I'd pass it on.
That's super dope, man. I really appreciate that. Austin, gradually going viral right now. You almost there, EP dropping March 25th. Well, if anybody that's listening right now wants to tap in, bro, what's the best way for everybody to find all things Austin?
Absolutely. On all music platforms, just ASTN. It's pretty simple. And then all socials, ASTN Music. And then boom, you'll find me. I'm everywhere.